Hello and welcome to episode 42 of the Rusty Quill Gaming Podcast. I'm your host and GM, Alex Newall, and with me I have...
Ben Meredith.
Bryn, Monroe.
Lydia,
And who are you playing?
Zolf.
Hamid, Haroun, al-Tahan.
Sasha, Racket.
So, obviously, the party still remain split, potentially forever. Bertie may be gone forever. James certainly is not. The party, on the other hand, having a bit of a wander around Notre Dame, finding out why it's called Our Lady, despite the fact that it's a temple to Apollo.
Weird.
Eventually made their way to the...
Definitely planned from the beginning and in no way made up on the spot when I pointed out the inconsistency. Nope, sirree.
This is roleplay.
Quiet, you! You then made it to the archaeological dig and just brazenly got yourselves...
Bluffed our way in.
Yeah, you didn't even have to try that hard. You just...
Hard hat and a glowy top.
That's
And
all
you're
you
getting
need.
anywhere. I mean, this is just as a tip for all of you planning to carry out bank robberies at home.
And then, of course, you had the...
Don't.
Well, you have to be in a bank first. You need help.
So, you are all currently buried,
Yep.
suffocating,
Yep.
covered in liquid,
Still, yeah.
which I hope is water, and are, at this moment, suffocating as we speak. Can all of you give me a strength check in the depths of the catacombs?
No,
You
I'm going
die.
to cast Bull's Strength first.
Does it have a somatic component?
I hate you. I have to check.
It does, basically all spells do.
I asked that rhetorically. It has a somatic
okay.
component. You are not able to do so whilst buried. And it is getting harder to move with every passing second. 'cause
So,
of the
Alex,
water.
what happens?
So
we all
what-
just fail our
Where's
saves?
our Deus Ex Machina?
It's fine, we've got
look.
an archaeologist who'll find you.
That's a critical fail.
Yeah.
Natural one? Oh, wow, okay.
That's why I said critical fail. That's what a 1 is.
Yeah, mine was
Only
just a
joking.
standard fail of a 5.
Okay.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, you all remain buried.
Hey!
As was foretold.
I wonder why we talked so much at the beginning of the episode rather than getting to this exciting and heroic bit of
Yeah.
the adventure.
So, a bit of time passes. Obviously, you're struggling to move. You genuinely can't. You're all holding your breath. Give me another strength check, all of you.
Ha!
6.
I rolled a 19, which
Nice.
means I have a total of 18.
Sasha?
I rolled an 8, which gives me a total of 7.
So, Hamid, you manage finally to get an arm and just your head out. The others are buried. There is no sign of them. And you have been under for at least about 30 seconds and just been digging.
Oh dear, that's not very loud. Help!
There is no response.
I didn't expect it to be.
Can all of you go into initiative order for me, please?
Oh, good. So I have to fight something
Um,
whilst half buried.
Got 4.
11.
10.
Okay. Zolf, give me
Yep.
a strength check.
11.
Okay. Hamid, you're up. We're in initiative order. The reason for this is that time is ticking away for you, and you are still buried.
I'm going to continue trying to pull myself out of the mud and get some solid ground
Give
under my
me
feet.
another strength check yourself.
It's not going to work. Ooh, a 17. So 16.
You managed to pluck yourself out from it.
Yep.
You were buried properly up to your shoulder. It's genuinely, you're actually doing really well.
Yes, I am.
Clearly, all of this running around
There's less of
and
you to pull out.
all of this running around and adventuring must have been starting to slim you down a little bit. You're having Hobbit syndrome.
don't
The
know,
second you go on an adventure, you get all fit.
This constant banqueting in the most expensive hotel in the world.
I think you'll
Probably
find
not doing my
I think
figure
you'll find
much
that's
good.
basic calorific intake for a halfling. Sasha, give me a strength check.
Oh dear, 7.
You both remain buried. Okay. Zolf, you're up again.
14.
14. You remain buried. Water's still coming down. The earth is getting worse as time goes by. Hamid, you are now stood, covered head to toe in filth and mud, obviously.
Would escape artist help me at all?
100%.
Definitely should.
Yes.
So I should
If you have
use-
ranks in that, you should definitely be using escape artist.
rather than strength.
Yes.
Oh man, not again.
I can't see anything.
It's
It's
pitch-
completely dark.
It's pitch black. You know where you have just come from.
Yeah.
You know approximately where they were.
Yeah. I'm going to listen for sounds of movement.
Okay, give me a perception check. 13.
13.
You hear just Sasha, and I mean
Yeah.
like almost
Still quipping
nothing.
about Bertie.
It is enough. It is enough for you to find the right direction and vague location.
Yeah, I will head until I'm gonna be basically crawling along and trying to use my hands to sense movement as well.
Sure. I will factor that into the original perception roll just to locate it. You, broadly speaking, know where Sasha is in that heaping pile of
And
dirt.
next round I'm going to start scrabbling at the earth.
Sure.
Once I've sort of feel pretty confident about being in the right place. Sasha! I can't speak very loudly
That's
though
fine.
because of all the mud.
Sasha?
Yep.
Escape artist check?
Okay, 14 plus 8 for the escape artist.
Yeah.
So 22.
There we go. You...
Like, after the blind panic of like, oh, can I get out? Then it's just like, wait, I don't push things off. I wriggle around them. I flow like the water. I am an eel in a muddy swamp. This is my natural home.
Genuinely, it totally works. It turns out that the reason that you are having no luck, like, trying to push yourself up, is you're trying to basically push yourself up against Paris. And as we all know from physics, all you're doing is pushing yourself down. Like, it's solid earth from you up. However, wiggling your way out, you manage to push your hand out at the exact moment that Hamid is patting around. There is physical contact.
Zombie!
Kill it!
I do exclaim.
So do I get my head out?
And it's not very manly.
You
but I
get-
start tugging.
You get your hand out, you're quite near the surface. Zolf, give me a strength check.
15.
15. You are making progress, but you are still under.
So I've got a good fort save. I'll be able to hold her.
Yeah.
I
Hamid?
start digging around Sasha rather than actually pulling her out against the weight. I'm just going to try and make a bigger gap for her to
I will say,
slither through.
presumably the first thing you're trying to do is get out, Sasha, right?
Yeah.
I will say that between your turn and your turn, Sasha, you are out, you are beside Hamid. It was a very well-coordinated effort.
Slide out like a baby seal.
There is still no sign of Zolf, though.
It's good you're no longer sealed in.
Hey!
Oh, boo!
Ben, or I should say Zolf.
16. I'm rising one apace as well.
16. Congratulations, you're in exactly the same situation you were in before.
17 next round.
Soon you will be making fort saves.
Yep.
Almost imminently.
Zolf! We have to find Zolf.
I could bomb and
You
then
are still in
shift.
initiative time, so the reason you have to be in initiative time is because he will suffocate in the time it
Okay.
takes
We
you to
have
have
to
a conversation.
We're trying to have.
I'm going to shift the earth.
I step back.
You step back, so we'll say you hold your action. Sasha?
I step back 10 paces because it has that kind of radius, and I throw a bomb.
Oof. Okay,
Can I
give me an
try
attack
and-
roll to
He's
land
not
it.
getting out.
No,
Oh no, this mine has collapsed. Let's explode it. So I'm
Throw-
collapsing.
so give me an attack roll to place the bomb where you think. Do you have knowledge architecture or anything like that? You don't. do you?
Knowledge architecture doesn't even exist. Local architecture. I know.
Engineering.
It'd be knowledge engineering covers architecture and stuff like that. So give me the roll, just an attack roll to place it where you think is best.
Oh, 10.
10. So yeah, you throw it. It goes in the vague area that you want. There's a brief shake. Yet more dirt comes down, covering where you guys just crawled out. As in, if you had gotten out first and done that, you would have crushed Hamid as he was stood there, kind of deal.
I don't think that helped. Let's try digging.
Hamid, do
I
you want
rush
to?
back forward and start again. I'm going to listen for Zolf, and I'm going to start feeling around, see if I can find.
You are in the
where he
worst
might
of it,
be.
Zolf. You're not even able to sort of yell out at this situation. Okay, give me a strength check just to dig through.
I'm not getting a check roll to even figure out where he is, just from feeling vibrations.
Not really. There's
Yeah,
still
fine.
too much disturbance.
Okay,
for the bomb.
strength. Well, there's the normal roll back. 6, so 5.
5. Okay, that's fine. Zolf.
3.
3. Okay.
He's getting weaker.
Can you give me a fort save, please?
10.
10. Sasha, you're up.
I run to the centre of the pile and perception the heck out of hunting for Zolf. 23.
Yes, you do actually just... It's really difficult. There's still disturbing earth and little bits trickling down and stuff. You hear a little bit of shifting stone, things like that.
He's here, Hamid. He's here. Dig.
I continue to dig.
Hamid?
5.
Okay.
I've rolled a lot
Zolf?
of 6s.
Strength. 16. Fort. 12.
Okay. Sasha?
I dig dinner away. The Christmas tree to dig. Oh, 15.
15. Okay. Hamid?
Is that 5?
6 again.
I literally switched dice. I've now rolled 4 6s on a row.
Of course you have.
In 2 different dice.
You're a halfling. That's how that works, Bryn.
5.
Strength. 7.
Sasha?
Digging around the rubble pile, I got a 4 today.
Oh dear.
Critical fail.
Natural 1.
Yep.
Should have stuck with the 6s.
Yeah,
You had to badmouth the dice.
Yep.
As you're digging, you manage to go, oh, this is a nice big chunky bit. Excellent. Pull it. It doesn't bury you. It buries Zolf yet further. It effectively undoes everything that you guys have just done together.
Hamid!
Zolf,
Yeah.
you're up.
17.
17.
Yep.
You make definite progress. I don't mean like you're out or anything.
I'm also trying to focus on making an air pocket.
Sure. With that save, I'll say yes, you achieve it. You have your head in a small air pocket
And obviously,
now.
because it's a pile of dirt, it should be at least slightly porous, so I might get a little
That
bit.
is starting to go the other way though because of the water.
Oh, yeah, no, of course,
Sure.
but it's more than none.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to complain about the quality of the air in
Yeah.
this
Sasha,
rubble pile.
what are you doing?
Digging around continually.
I thought it was your sneaking song. You sing that for a lot of things.
Yeah, I do. 8.
8. Hamid?
Hamid is getting increasingly frantic, and now, the fact that he just failed is increasing his level of guilt as well. So he's starting to just go, Zolf! And his hands turn
they
into
do.
claws
Yeah,
as
they
he
do.
starts to, rather than dig in a logical way, he's
This is
starting
panic.
to scrabble, he's starting to panic.
Sure. Roll it.
He may be crying slightly.
Go for it.
It's not an episode of the Rusty Quill
No!
unless Hamid cries.
Yeah.
Or
that's
vomits.
A,
That's a strong.
That's
strong,
a 1. That's
yeah.
a 1.
Critical fail.
What's the attack damage on your dice?
Oh no! You're going to rip
My face! I need it.
The attack damage
Facing.
on the claws is D3 minus 1. Yeah! So you could get me like that, did you?
I am incompetent at unarmed combat.
Okay, roll me the damage.
1.
It's even really worth bother. Okay, I am keeping tabs on that. Zolf, give me a strength check.
10.
10. You make no progress but make nothing worse. However, there is suddenly a sharp, searing pain in your Achilles tendon.
Okay. I have no idea what would have caused that.
It's cool, I probably hit the leg you don't have anymore. Cough.
My Achilles
cough.
The Achilles tendon in his peg leg.
Yeah, I had it put in, just for anatomical correctness. It's like one of those medical skeletons that you can take muscle off to teach children while I'm on the job.
It's not his Achilles tendon in that it's in his body. It's his as in he took it from someone.
Oh, and it's been keeping
And
it
now
in.
he's been tangling it around.
Unfortunately, it was
his
around
leg.
my throat, so you slit my throat.
So, Sasha,
Do I hear any howls of pain?
you hear nothing of particular importance.
Yeah, I hear the crying. It's not important.
Standard Hamid day.
Yep. Basically, I don't even tell him to calm down. It
Hamid's
just
crying
doesn't
must be
seem-
initiative order.
Yeah.
Oh, he's vomited. Fight's over.
I regret none of my character choices.
Roll for strength diggy doll.
Now you got a 6.
5.
Okay, roll it, Hamid.
Dice number 5.
That's 3 in a row.
That's another
3 in a row.
On 3 different dice, I've just rolled a third
That's
critical
incredible.
fail.
I think Hamid wants me to. I think subconsciously, Hamid's resented Zolf.
Now, for 3 natural fumbles, there has to be quite a severe.
That's,
Oh,
that's
you
one.
can't
That's
get
1
his-
in 20 times 1 in 20 times 1 in 20.
In your absolute panic, you start digging and digging, and it's just not happening. You reach out for another stone, pull it. There is a. Suddenly, a huge slab of masonry falls. It's about the size of your torso. Give me a reflex save.
Which die should I use? You've all failed me. 4 plus 4, 8.
It falls and crushes your left arm. Take 3d6 damage.
That's about Hamid's total, right?
Oh yeah, sure. Now I can roll. I fall unconscious.
4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, it crunches down onto your shoulder and your entire arm, and all you have is a white hot agony in your head, and you're unconscious. Zolf, roll me 3d6.
Cool. It's 10.
you know that one good leg you've got?
Oh, yes, I know it.
Sorry, I should rephrase. You know that one good leg you used to have?
Okay, cool. Well, that's nice.
You take all of that damage in the leg that Hamid just managed to
leg
slash.
damage. Sweet.
And again, it's properly crushed.
Well, I will scream at this point because I can't be sensible at that point.
Sure.
There's pain.
This is something I like to point out for people, is that mechanically, when it comes to taking damage like this, yes, I realise that 10 hit points, like if he has 18 before he's unconscious, you'd think that maybe I should be dealing more. The way to think about it is, it's 10 hit points in a very small part of the body, so the amount of damage done to that small specific part is very different to if you were taking that across your whole body, if you see what I mean.
The slab took a cold shot.
Effectively, yeah.
Channel positive energy.
That is exactly what I'm looking up, because I think it's a spell-like ability, which means I can just do it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can.
It's nice that you've all joined me in the multiple things falling on your body and crushing you to near death club.
It's a supernatural ability. So,
Zolf.
scream a panicked catechism to Poseidon.
It
and
worked, you cleared yourself in airspace.
Channel positive energy. So everyone, including Hamid, takes 7 healing. And any undead takes 7 damage. So they're sneaking around.
Okay, Sasha.
Digging frantically. Ooh, 14.
14?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If there's no help at all, right? Oh.
Hamid, you're up.
What happened?
Your arm is still trapped.
Oh dear.
What happened? Also, ow.
Hamid will attempt to extract his arm.
Another strength check. You're rapidly running out of D20s you haven't failed on.
7.
7. Do not complain.
Yeah.
Do not
Yeah,
complain.
I didn't.
Do not
It wasn't
complain.
another one.
Zolf,
Yes.
you have an airspace, however, it's rapidly running out of air. What do you do?
I'm actually going to, if my leg still works at all, try and pull myself out via that.
Sure, I understand. Give me the strength check.
15.
15, you make further progress, real progress. However, it's readily apparent your leg is pinned, completely pinned. What you end up doing is sort of pivoting around on it, I mean, small distances. You manage to poke your other leg out, so it is beside currently Hamid's head, although Hamid's not even aware of the situation.
I'm clocking what is effectively a club.
There's been enough crippling fails for me to throw you a slight help. Yeah, you
Throw
kicking
the bone. We're
wild.
surrounded by femurs.
You managed to just clap Hamid on the arm that's free with your foot.
I found him.
I know where he is. I heard him.
Sasha, you're
I'm
up.
still digging around where I think his head is.
Yep.
His leg is here.
That's useless. He can't breathe through his leg. And
Yep.
12.
Okay. Hamid,
Strength check.
Go for it.
I'm still trying to extract my own arm.
I realise it's not the most exciting thing right now, but similarly, there's not a lot I can do.
15.
15, you manage to extricate your arm. However, it is complete agony doing so, and you apparently can't move it once you get it out. Like, you're effectively just dragging yourself bodily. It comes out covered in lacerations. All of the stuff is torn. You see the cuff, the magical cuff that you have? It's completely torn to shreds, but is beginning to slowly heal itself in front of you. Your arm is not. It is hanging limp by your side, not moving. Okay. Zolf?
That's another strength check. Oh, hey, critical success.
Critical
Natural 20!
Yay!
Finally, after all of that, after everything that happened, you managed to push your head out. It was the combination of Sasha managed to clearing enough weight for you to move it. You are still under. More earth isn't falling. It finally managed to stable. Your healthy leg is still pinned. However, you will have a completely arched back and just managed to get your chin out of the dirt thanks to Sasha scooping the weight off for you to manage it. So you are now not in danger of completely suffocating. You are still in a very untenable and dangerous position.
Clear my back!
You're alright, I got you.
Clear my back!
Strength. Oh, 4, 3.
Hamid, you hear that, but yeah, your left arm's not no use to you.
My hands don't match. My right hand has returned to a normal hand.
Yeah.
And even though it's a subconscious process, my left hand is still claw. I decide to ignore it, and I go and try and one-handedly at least make some effort towards clearing
Give me the strength
stuff
check.
away from Zolf. 5, so 4.
Okay, and Zolf?
13.
13. They've clearly, between the three of you, you've managed to start eking away at that
Our
cumulative...
teaspoons.
You've started to make headway against that cumulative problem. It's very apparent that if all of you hadn't coordinated on that one spot, there was no chance you were going to get out on your own. After you missed your window of 6-10 seconds, it was gone because it was just too much water. But I'm now going to break you out of initiative order.
Take 10.
Yeah, it takes a good sort of half hour, and even then, you are still pinned. Your leg is still pinned from the weight of it.
Okay.
So you are now out, still flat. No more dirt is coming down, but your leg is pinned under a massive heffing great boulder.
Use the trident as a lever.
I'll let you all do a collective strength check if you want. So one of you does the strength check and the others aid.
I'd try and dig under his leg so that if this is a boulder that's
You've got
resting
to be
on quite a
careful,
lot of things.
otherwise it might fall further.
The leg's already gone.
You got a heel, right? You got a heel. You can fix this. Scooping under his leg to try and get him the space to pull out.
He had a good idea. Use the trident as a lever. If we just move it enough, then you can.
Fine, we'll do the lever thing. If it bends his trident in half and then it brings more stuff down on it, it's your fault.
Who is doing the majority of the work with the trident?
So if you're holding on to the trident, it's me that's pulling him.
So
his
Sasha,
weight is added.
you are giving a strength check and everyone else is rolling to aid.
Oh dear. 3 minus 1 is 2.
18.
3 minus 1 is 2.
He's pinned. He's pinned beneath that boulder.
Right. I think my plan. I'm going to get. So I'm going to get underneath you. I'm getting the trident and I'm going to use it to scrape the ground that's underneath you, so you can see if you can pull your leg out underneath it sideways.
All right.
So this is less of a strength
Give
check.
me a escape artist check on his behalf.
Yeah. 9 plus 8.
Yeah.
17. I can do this.
It works.
Hey!
Digging him out and sliding him out so that the boulder, and being really careful to shift the dirt but not in such a way that the boulder, you managed to drag Zolf out. Zolf, you are now out.
Okay.
Can you heal your leg?
What?
Can you heal your leg?
Not enough. Is your arm right, Hamid? Because I can see. Well,
Oh yeah, you've got dark vision. The rest is pitch black, by the way. There is not a speck of light to be
I can't
seen.
feel it, and I can't move it.
Oh, come over here. I will burn bless for 8 points of healing
Okay.
on Hamid's arm.
Okay, cool.
Woo!
So you're doing that, exchanging one spell for just a standard heal at the same level.
Yeah.
Yes,
So it just
indeed.
turns it spontaneously into.
Okay, Bryn. Hamid
Yeah.
still can't move his arm. It's healed, so don't get me wrong, in the sense that there's no lacerations or anything like that, but it just seems that the feeling's just gone from it. It's just numb, hanging beside you. Also, somebody dropped to the old 0, didn't they?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
It means they get a scar, doesn't it?
Welcome to the Scar Club!
That's okay. Chicks dig scars. Hamid knows that.
He's so shallow! So shallow!
You could prestidigitate to make it look more dramatic.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what is the nature of your scar?
So I have a scar which runs in a helical pattern, starting at my shoulder, wrapping around my arm, crossing the back of my elbow, and circling again, reaching all the way to the rib, the outside
Obviously,
of the wrist.
it's pitch black. The rest of them can't see this. Zolf, you can see this. What I would say is, quote, chicks might dig scars, unquote. It is an ugly scar. It is bad. It looks very clear that you...
It's okay. Hamid mostly wears long
You
sleeves.
healing him at that immediate moment was probably the difference between that and losing huge chunks of arm. Heck, he may have even lost the arm if you hadn't have done it. It's a bad scar. Have you ever seen a shark attack, for instance?
Yeah.
How it's just deformed the shape of the body. It's that. It's a really bad scar.
That's going to leave a mark.
I still can't move it.
Yeah, that's nerve damage, which I can't sort out. That will take something a bit more severe.
More importantly, Zolf, can you walk?
No.
Right, okay.
Likewise for my leg.
Oh, right. So, we could, how about, so we need to get out of here. We
I
need
should
to get
spell
you
out
guys
one
healed up.
thing I haven't spelled out, but I thought was obvious, but I will mention it. It has, of course, covered the way that you came.
Help me up.
I do so.
Cool, because I can balance on the peg leg and then use the trident as a crutch.
Yep.
So I'm steady, but can just about walk? Because
He's capable of moving. He is moving at
5 foot around.
Yeah, basically.
Less.
Oh yeah.
You'll be moving at staggered, I believe it is mechanically, where it's like 5 foot, no other actions. If you were to stop moving, you fall down, kind of deal.
Have we lost the torch?
Let's randomly decide this story element.
Yep.
You have not, Zolf.
Have we lost the compass?
Randomly deciding story elements. You have managed.
That's where the 19s come.
Yeah.
That's when the 19s come. Right, great.
You have managed to, by fluke, you can see both. Zolf.
Wait.
The compass was thrown clear. The electric torch is still mostly buried, but you can see the lens. It's a bit cracked, but it looks serviceable.
I just stay here, and I will go over to the torch, pick it up, and wind it by putting it like in between the arm, and then using the other one.
It functions. It's a bit flickery, but it's all right. It's working.
Someone take that from me.
Sasha will grab it. All right, so...
And the compass is down there as well.
Okay, grab that. Right, I think the
Give
best
me a
thing to do...
perception check.
20.
20. Sasha, there is the unmistakable crunch of broken glass in your hand as you pick it up. The compass.
Right, okay, so this is cracked. But does it... If I shine light on it...
It looks like it's completely imploded in the weight. It's completely non-serviceable.
Right.
Well, it's, we can fix it later.
Yeah.
I think we should just look for a way out.
Now...
Don't
Come back later.
Look, guys, I've got the light. I can move. How about you sit here? I'll mark my way. I'll head off and try and find the way out.
Okay.
So if you take one wrong turn in, you could get too knackered to move.
Yeah, well...
Shouldn't we stick together? Is that really safe? I mean...
Yeah, but he's hobbling along on a trident and a peg leg.
I know.
If we walk the wrong way for 10 minutes, he might get...
Okay, take a bit of a scout, take a 10-minute scout, then come back here.
Right.
We don't know what's down here.
Okay.
You mentioned that smell?
Yep.
If it's down here, it's likely to be undead.
I should point out, the smell is potent where you are.
Okay.
Right. Take this end of the rope. I'll just dash out to the end of this in each direction.
It might not seem important, but I've got just a tiny bit of food in my bag, and I think we should all eat a little bit, because we need to keep our strength up right now, and we've just been through quite a horrible experience, and just have a little bit of water to drink, and just a piece of the bread I've got.
Sure. If you got... everyone get your bottles out. Have a drink.
Yeah. And I've got some bread, just a bit of bread for everyone.
I'll refill the bottles with great water.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tug on it if I see anything.
Right.
I'll just head down here. Let you know, how many ways does the path go into?
It leads into a vault very similar to the one that you first had to choose, northeast-west.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's got 3 tunnels leading off, so it's a 4-sided, and you're coming in from one, and there's 3 other choices.
Hamid is starting to shake.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down here.
Okay.
Is it cold? It seems really cold.
No, it's not. Well, it's a bit cold, but look, you take a seat. Sasha, you head off.
All right.
And I'm going to do a medic check or heal check on him.
Sure.
To see what's wrong. I'm assuming shock. But, crit. Nat 20.
Okay.
Yes.
You have to specify which kind of crit. Very clear. We're all quite tense.
Hamid is in shock.
Hamid is not going to be much use for a little while, I think.
Cool.
And needs carefully looking after, because as we all know, shock can kill.
Yes.
Sasha's going to dash off to the end of the rope.
Mm-hmm.
So just 50 foot.
Give me a perception check.
Right. Ooh, 3 though with 7, so 10.
It is dark.
Mm-hmm.
It is very creepy.
Mm-hmm.
There
That's fine.
There is lots of grime and muck. You hear, in a very far distance, at the very edge of your ability to hear, a peculiar sound that it's almost as if you were to take an incredibly evil creature, hold it underwater, and listen to it scream. It is an echo that bounces around. It's impossible to place where it is, but nonetheless you definitely hear the sound of something vile sounding.
Okay, is the smell getting worse as I go down that corridor?
Yes.
Hey guys, I'm back. I'm just going to try a different corridor. No reason, there's nothing to worry about. We're all fine. How are you doing, Hamid? Great. I'm glad about that.
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Just maybe don't make any light while you're here. Just.
You've got the only light.
Yeah, I know, but in case you had a spell or something, maybe don't do that, and
Why?
maybe try quietness. I've heard that it's very healing, quietness and calm.
Sasha.
Just gonna head down that corridor.
Sasha, what?
Just gurgly noises, gurgly things. Look, I bet you hear them all the time in Poseidon temples, right? Like weird gurgly noises that just probably we don't want to deal with. Anything.
Should we maybe dig our way back?
Do you really think that we're
collapsing more stuff on top of us?
I suppose so. All right, yeah, keep looking.
All right? I go down so that was the west one. I go down the east one, or whatever directions, because obviously I have no idea.
At the extent of the rope, give me a perception check.
13.
At the very, very edge of your hearing, echoing around, is the sound of an evil creature underwater. It's completely impossible to place where it's coming. You, at the end of the rope, you're still in a tunnel just leading off from that vault. No progress if you're still holding onto that rope.
Yep, okay, I go back. Again, really good. I was just testing you guys, seeing how well you were doing at not being loud or nothing. Just third time's a charm, right, guys? Right? Okay, here we go. Bye. Look after yourselves.
So, give me a perception check at the end of the rope.
10.
10?
Yep.
You don't hear anything.
All right.
Happy walk.
I sort of duck my head back in. Right, guys. I'm gonna go as far down this one as I can manage.
As she says that, an echoing roar of something, as if from a leviathan depth, echoes through the hallway where you are now.
Right. So maybe.
Oh no! Oh no!
I-
Oh dear!
Calm down, Hamid. Just
It's all right. Hamid, maybe like just hands over your ears, and I think it's there's a crash position. I hear that's good. Hamid,
No.
Hamid, you all right? Hamid.
I'm covered in filth. I should fix that.
yes, you do that. Look.
That sounds like a great priority.
Sasha. Go look. Just try and find a way out as quickly as possible. We'll be all right, okay? We'll be all right.
I turn to the tunnel, which was the gurgly roar.
There's another one.
She looks back at the guys,
Hold up.
back at the tunnel.
1 second.
It's all right, Zolf.
No, I can hide you from that thing if it's undead. So, I cast hide undead.
Sure.
I can hide 3 individuals because I'm a 3rd level.
Oh, that's
Very-
really convenient and helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I can hide them for 10 minutes per level, so 30 minutes. So for 30 minutes, you are invisible to the undead.
All right.
I really hope it's undead then.
Well, if it's not, no harm done.
Cheers, Zolf. I guess I'll see you guys when I see you. And head down the tunnel.
We will end it there. Whoa!
This is a sticky situation.
I mean, from an editing standpoint, you spend the whole time in a single corridor. Yes! From a peril situation.
Yeah.
Wow, that escalated, huh?
Yeah, that's what we did first.
Yeah.
And that's your first experience, I believe, in this game of DCs that get worse over time, not better.
Kind of irrelevant when you roll 3 1s.
Hey, if
And
you
then mostly 5s or 6s.
if you insist
after
on
that.
giving me a 1 in 8,000,
Oh, Matt, I was using a
failure-
D6! That's my problem.
Oh yeah, sure, whatever. I think we'll wind it up there, and hopefully people will survive. I mean, you might get killed in the space between episodes, but that'd be a bit cruel.
Yes!
I-
Just call me up halfway through the week. You've got to do a save check now.
Oh, I'm doing that!
No!
We'll end the episode there. Hope you tune in next week, and maybe all the party will be here, or half the party. At this point, that'd be a win.
We're just shedding people like dandruff.
Bye, guys.
Bye!
Oh, I've been here all along.
Rusty Quill Gaming is a podcast distributed by rustyquill.com and licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial International License. Today's episode was recorded and produced by Alexander J. Newall. To comment on episodes, make donations, and view links, images, videos, and show notes, visit rustyquill.com. Rate and review us on iTunes. visit us on Facebook, tweet us on Twitter at The Rusty Quill, or email us at mail@rustyquill.com. Thanks for listening. Hello and welcome to episode 42 of the Rusty Quill Gaming Podcast. I'm your host and GM, Alex Newall, and with me today I have...
Ben Meredith.
Bryn Monroe.
Arthur Dent.
It's been Dent Arthur Dent.
Arthur Dent. And who are you playing?
Zolf Smith.
Ford Prefect.
Right. Hey. Right. I will turn this podcast around. All right.
But there's nowhere to go back to. Earth has been destroyed by the Vogons.
Who are you and what are you playing?
Zayful People Blocks.
Oh, I am going to hit you. I am going to hit you. You are all currently underground.
So it can't go down!
Covered in water.
You don't...
And suffocating.
I'm literally pretty sure Hamid was already dead. So my backup character, I'd like to introduce you, is a warforged with a terrible pain in all the diodes down his left side. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
That was actually really good. And who are you playing?
Sasha, Racket, and not Andrew with a brain the size of a planet.
Yeah.
That entire bit is just going to be you saying your name. I am drunk on power.
No!
No words!
No! Okay, I'll say my name cheerily. Sasha Racket.
That's horrifying. it's like the Enterprise computer went evil but didn't want anyone to know.
Sorry, I can't do that for you, Hal.
So,
I've
anyway.
got to do a sneak check. I don't know.
So.
I'll read you some poetry. Multi-dimensional referencing from me. I could just do a whole podcast. Did you hear I did The Guardian?
I just want to know what happens only.
Sasha Racket.
Lydia's got fighty.
You got scrappy.
I'm trying to look through all I've got. I've got thieves' tools. We could unlock the stone. I can win with disguise. I'll disguise myself as a stone. Infiltrate the rubble.
If Bertie could do handle animal on a pet rock.
Yeah.
Move that out of the way.
Yep. Playing cards. I could gamble against death for Zolf's life.